you come up with your top 3 to 5. So generally you'll brainstorm and then you'll come up with your top 3 to 5, top 3 to 5 priorities, and then you break them down. What's our next quarterly goals look like? Next 3 months. Then we go monthly, then we go weekly, and then we go daily. So every single day, I'll do one as soon as we finish this podcast. Number one, what am I excited for today? Get some good energy, get some excitement about you. Number two, what were my outcomes for yesterday? Done or not done, and why weren't they done? Transparency and accountability. Number three, what am I achieving today? So I've got clarity on what outcomes, and they need to be clearly defined as outcomes. Not I'm going to do some work or do some reading. I'm going to read 10 pages. I'm going to book in 5 leads. I'm going to make 3 sales. I'm going to finish this module. Like, you've got to have it clearly defined as done or not done. Because if you don't, mental masturbation, you'll do a little bit of it and you'll tick it off and say, yeah, I did it. Versus
Daily.
like, hey, I said I will get 5 leads. If you get 4, you didn't do it. And you need to be fucking hard on yourself. And because I recommend sending this to people, so I send this to my partner, my team, and my clients. So my one-on-one clients, we have a group chat and we do daily huddles together. So, so to go back through them, what are you excited for today? What were your outcomes for yesterday? Done or not done? What are you achieving today? Fifth is, do you need any support with these outcomes today? So you can't have an excuse the next day. So, well, I didn't know how to do it. Well, why didn't you ask for any support yesterday when you had the opportunity? And then the last one is, what are you grateful for? So that gives me daily structure on what needs to get done, because that whale, if you're trying to eat it at once, is overwhelming. But if you've got that purpose, you've got your 10-year mission. So the 10-year mission is the whale. That's what we want to get done in the next 10 years. For me, I want to impact 1 million people. Great. Well, what are we going to do in the next 12 months? What are we going to do in the next quarter, next month, next week, and what am I doing today? And then measure, like, I guess everyone can have more structure, more measurements around it, but just whatever is important to you, put measurements, put structure around it. If you like, health isn't a super high value of mine. I think it's number 5 or 6 for me. So I don't have that much structure around my training. Like, I have a protein. I train most mornings. I take a protein shake. I don't like weigh my food. I don't track my macros. I don't do that because I just don't value it as high. My partner, though, she does. She tracks all her macros. She trains more than me. She does more recovery than me. She has more structure because she wants more success in that area than I do. I have a lot of metrics around my revenue goals. Right? How many leads am I booking? How many sales consults am I having? What's my conversion rate with my consults? What's my cost per lead? So you'll have structure in the areas that you want more success in. Is it your investing goals? Like, what's your investment goals? I've got that for me. So how much investments do we have? What do we put in there per week? Where are we getting to next month, next quarter, next year? So put structure in wherever you want it, wherever you want more success. Success loves structure. So put more structure into the areas that you want more success in. And I guess another cliche one I always use is, whatever doesn't get scheduled doesn't get done. So schedule everything in. Like, I used to not really use a calendar. I don't know how the fuck I survived back then without a calendar, because I love my calendar now. But just schedule things in. If you have an appointment like this podcast is scheduled into my calendar, and here we are. If I didn't schedule this in, it wouldn't happen. I would forget about it. I got shit on. Life happens, right? So schedule everything in. I have non-negotiables scheduled in. Back to values is, I always make sure my top 3 are always scheduled in. So number 1 for me is coaching. So I have coaching scheduled in.